There we go. So, who would like to recap us?
I can't because I've lost my notebook. Apologies.
Right. I can do this. Matty can
Yeah.
tell me where I've missed things, unless you want to do it, Matty.
I mean,
Okay.
I can play my part,
Oh dear.
my creepy guy. Oh,
Have you fully
The
bought
blue
into
guy.
the creepy guy? Right. So at the start of week 9, first thing we noted was we split the map, and one genuine piece of the map went with each of the crews. The original piece went with the larger crew, which is the crew that went to Belvara. I've started to write a sentence and then it doesn't go anywhere, so who knows. We were joined by some of the more senior members of the Sisters of the Sword. So Saber Ray, who is the more senior one, and I can't remember if she's a terrifying one or the slightly less terrifying one, goes off with Tom to the what Rick I think described as where we think the prison is, which I didn't think about at the time, but now I think back to it, it seems a little bit cryptic, but yeah. Scimitar Freya came with the crew. As we're floating around the islands, Greg reports that Ashanta Core is blockaded as well, like we'd seen Ashanta Ra the week before, etc. etc. We head for an inlet in Belmara, drop anchor, row in. We see nice beaches on the southern shore. It suddenly starts, everything smells very clean and fresh, very natural. The island itself is one big, basically big mountain in the middle, and that mountain I think is snowy. I don't think anything else is snowy, but that's what I remember. And there is a grand city we can see, I think, on the top of the hill, or maybe it was just described so well that I remember it, and that is High Home. And I think we're aware as we land that there are the 2 other villages that we'll go to. Sway at this point is still having trouble breathing. Her wounds are starting to smell weird, and she needs urgent care. As we row across the water, we see a figure in the shadows, which turns out to be a blue elf, which is a sea elf. I don't know if I know it's a sea elf, but it's blue. Wearing light blue robes and holding a 3-point spear. But I think the outer points aren't as pointy as the inner point.
It's a spear that's meant to look like a trident, but it's just a spear.
Right. Thank you, that's it, yeah, okay. And as we approach, who we now know is Valerin is talking to a crab and starts talking about a sermon that's being delivered, and it turns out I think he is preaching to the crab. He is a servant of Blooptool, which I think we roughly know is a dominant god in the Hammer region of Athil, and is a giant fish, for reasons that I think are probably more funny if we've been doing the last campaign as well, but I'm sure we'll start to learn as we go. Valerin has been waiting for 5 years on this beach or around this beach to help adventurers, and it sort of becomes assumed that we're the adventurers that he is there to help. We've got 2 options of where we want to go, so we can go to Tor, which has specialism in treating afflictions of the mind and curses and more magically things, or we can go to Willerroot, which is more about physical injuries. Given Sway's physical injuries, we decide to go to Willerroot. We arrive in the village/town. Everything seems nice and harmonious, almost a little too perfect. We're told about Dr. Hecate arriving just in time for when the last doctor was, I think the word used was lost, or something very vague like that. She is doing a great job of healing people, and she's also doing a lot of training of younger people and then sending them off. We talk to a few different people in the village, and they all give very similar stories. So I wrote down Edric and Idris. I'm not very good with hearing names and then writing them down, so maybe that isn't what it is.
Yeah.
And that becomes a nice little chat, and we're off to a place to stay, and some tea. And the first mention of tea comes up quite a lot. And there was also mention of squirrels, but I can't remember why squirrels came up. Everyone in the town is very into the doctor, so we go and see the doctor to see whether she can help us. She refers to her as sweet skins a lot, which seems like a very strange phrase. She likes the tea. Tea's very important. She wants to seal the deal with tea and all sorts of tea-related things. There's a bit of a a standoff occurs, a fake standoff occurs, so Rat Scrub can go around the back of the hut and have a look, and we discover is the hut is like a completely sealed building with some stuff going on. The doctor offers to heal Sway, but he'll have to take her inside, and it's all sounding far too suspicious for Edge's liking, so Edge decides he will try and find a way in and makes a very bold attempt at cutting his own arm and doing more damage than he originally thought. And he now believes the doctor, although his wound has magically disappeared, the doctor hurt him more than was necessary from the cut that he gave himself. The sisters decide that Sway is best left in the helping hands of this doctor, and the group retreat off to the woods to discuss what they might do next. We agree that we will do a two-pronged attack. Jim goes in and sings a fantastic monorail-style ballad about the tea to bring the entire town to his attention, and then Valerin and the gang, under the cover of many, many magical things that make us even more stealthy than the very stealthy Edge and Rat Scrub already are, sneak to the hut. Oh, Rat Scrub's been sat outside actually all the time. Said he would wait outside the door, but we rejoin. We sneak into the hut super sneakily, and we see the doctor doing something involving green lights over Sway. We start to have a look round. We see rows of beds, 20-25 on each side, filled with a person. These people are in a kind of catatonic, eyes rolled back state, but they're still breathing. And we're able to identify at one point one with a large slice at the arm, which looks like Edge's injury, and also we can see injuries that are consistent with what's happening with Sway as well, but I think that's split over multiple people. So there's a sense that these people are somehow being used to heal the injuries that are going on. And then we obviously outstay our welcome being quiet in the thing, and she turns around and points her finger, and then everyone blacked out. And here we are again.
Excellent. Anything anyone wants to
How did I do?
Not really. I think you got everything. I mean, a lot of assumptions about Valerie, but that's the plan. Is to be weird, and hopefully you find out how weird he is as time goes on.
I think it's important to note we did scout around the building. There doesn't seem to be any other way in. There's just one door.
Yeah, and there was a chimney, but there was smoke coming out, so we decided not to go that route and get burnt.
Oh yeah, and then we've subsequently been allowed by our very kind DM to have some offline questions, which we've had answered, which is that we think that the townsfolk, it's unlikely they're under some kind of supermass like spell, because that would take a lot of concentration. It's possible they're all just very into how lovely the doctor is and just not asking too many questions about it. What did Rat Scrub ask? I went to bed.
Oh, I wanted to see if when the doctor was had a retention on us, whether the people in the beds showed any signs of waking up or moving, because I wasn't sure whether their state was being caused by her concentrating on keeping them in that state. But we don't think that they really showed any signs of that. There was the odd twitch and eye flicker, but nothing that showed that us taking our attention was going to cause a room full of zombies or something to come at us. However, I'm looking at Rick while I'm saying this, just in case there's any glimmer of body language.
You always think the worst of me. So suspicious.
Not the worst. The most dramatic.
Somewhere near the worst, though. It's definitely like worst adjacent.
And Verilyn needs no questions. For those who defy the great blue tool must be punished in turn.
Oh yeah, okay. So just remind me of that. So Blue Tool doesn't like magic or something. Is that the problem? Or no, doesn't like people being disadvantaged, taking advantage of.
So essentially, Blue Tool is his whole thing is people rising above their fate, kind of like taking the reins. For example, someone who's born into slavery, they are able to surpass that, become free, and then become better. So essentially, being more than what you are born into.
So what was it? Because there was something quite specific about what.
I don't
he
know.
saw
It
when
was
he went in the
complete
room.
role play.
Oh, fine. Okay, right, sorry.
I don't remember.
I'll stop asking questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So, initiative was rolled. You can now see inside the hut that you're in, with the rows of people, and they all have little nameplates at the end of their bed, so you can see their names, just so you know if anything bad happens to them, who they were. You had some time, because you were so stealthed, to kind of get that lay of the land and get those questions in before you basically hung around too long. So Hecate turned around and pointed a finger at you. So you've broken the rules. So she was talking about the fact that a bargain was struck. You stay outside. If you stay outside by the next morning, Sway would be fully healed. She has taken issue with you breaking this bargain. Now, as we rolled initiative, at the very end of the last session, when I listened back to it, Roger did say, "I want to join up, or I want to volunteer as a trainee." So we'll take that as kind of the first kind of thing that's said, and then we'll go into initiative. And so as you say this, she will look at you. "Well, my sweet skin, that's a very tempting offer. If your friends lay down their arms, then we can talk about that. But you barged into my place of work, and you're holding your weapons and you're looking like you mean to disrupt things, and I can't have that. So if everyone puts down their weapons and talks nicely over a nice cup of tea, then we might be able to talk about your induction. But until then, I'm not going to take too kindly." And it is Edge to go. I think it'll alternate actually in the new one, so it's Edge to go first.
I'm sure you took note of the initiative because it didn't transfer to this.
I think I printed it out actually in the chat. Much as I need to mock Rick, but it turns out it's useful as well. Okay, Edge is now feeling some pangs of regret, I think, for what they've done in interrupting this, because it now looks like although this woman might be doing some nefarious stuff, maybe it would be okay to just let that go. I don't know. So he's prepared to step up and put his daggers on the ground.
Okay. Interesting. Well, that's a very kind gesture, young man. Are you doing anything else? Are you readying any? I'll let you drop your weapons as a free action. Are you doing anything else?
So on the basis that everything this turns into a conversation, that's all cool. But as a rogue, Edge would expect to be able to drop to the ground, grab the daggers, and perhaps roll behind the bed. How do I indicate where I'm talking about? Like roll to the bed over there or something like that. Could I do that? Could I pick up my daggers and do a forward roll over
so you can ready an action to
Is that
dive over
not an
that.
action I can do? Okay.
So if you tell me what would trigger that, then you can basically hold that, and so like if it's an ally attacks or is attacked, or something like that, then it'll be you define that trigger. As soon as that happens, before your next turn, you just do it straight away.
Fine, okay, so Edge would be saying to the others something like, all right, I think let's just hear her out. So he's not going to be triggered by what they're doing. He's going to be trying to calm them down. But if she starts to take some aggressive action, or perhaps if anybody else in the room sat up or something like that.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Okay. So
Can I ask one more question? This
Yeah.
is more a sort of just outside of the world. So one of the characters, that one, I think looks a lot like the person who Edge went and talked to the other day. Is that just because you've got
that's a lack
limited
of
number
tokens.
things?
That's the
Cool.
the Roll20 equivalent of I've only got so many minis. But
Fine.
now looking around, I do have so many minis. So many.
Yeah, you need a bigger house, mate.
You also got one that's just flipped here.
Yeah,
I assume they're twins.
They are twins. Timon and Kyle are twins.
And this guy's got a different art style. Actually, is that actually a screenshot from something?
It is, yes.
Nice. Okay, thank you. That's Edge's turn.
So, Roger, you have offered yourself up. What would you like to do with your turn?
I want to walk up towards the fire. I can't remember how far I can move, or because I'm not like moving in combat. Can I move all the way up there, or do I just approach?
We're still in initiative because I don't know what everyone else plans on doing.
I'm just finding out how I can move 30. Okay.
Don't forget you can use an action to dash.
I don't want to
Or
dash.
your
I
cunning
don't want to
action.
appear. I don't want to appear like I'm aggressive.
Well, it just means you can move another 30 feet.
Yeah, I'll let you do it as kind of you're walking quickly, so I'll
Deadly dash.
Yeah, I'll let you use the mechanics, but like for the purposes of getting up there. But if you're saying that you're not kind of doing it headlong with your daggers out, then that's fine.
No, so I'm going to go to about there. So I'm still a distance away. I'm not in her face or anything. I'm just going to say, look, he put his weapons down. What do I need to do?
Cool. Well, I appreciate that one putting his weapons down, but I'm going to need all of your weapons on the floor at your feet, because I'm just an old lady, and I do not enjoy violence.
The blue guy's not really with us.
He's looking very much like he walked in with you. In my book, that's him being with you.
So when all of them put their weapons down, what happens next?
Well, we'll have a nice cup of tea and we'll come to an arrangement about your induction as a trainee.
I don't really like tea. Have you got any other drinks?
No, dear.
I'll let you have one more line, and then it'll be Valerin's turn.
This tea, can I put my own flavour in it?
Of course you can, my dear. Of course you can, if you have your own things in. But the important thing is the weapons go down.
Are you doing anything other than? Are you readying any particular action?
No.
Is your hand going in any pockets?
Oh, sorry, my hands were already in my pockets because I'm a teenager.
Fair enough. Do you have your weapons upon your person, and are you putting them down on the ground?
How stealthy is a rogue with hiding weapons on their person?
What weapons do you have?
I have a dagger and a short bow. So I can put my short bow down, but can I try and forget that I've got a dagger?
You can try and mask the fact that you've got a dagger. Sure.
Oh, I've also got a mop, but that's not a weapon, clearly.
She's raising an eyebrow at that mop. She
You want me
knows.
to clean?
She knows a magic mop when she sees one.
It's a fabulous mop. So yeah, I'm going to put my short bow down, but I'm gonna stealth my or sleight of hand my dagger away,
Okay,
or rather just not make anything of it.
Give me a sleight of hand. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so you've put your bow and your mop on the ground. You have a concealed dagger that kind of is just slipped up your sleeve. Anything else that you're doing?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, just so just in the spirit of that, because I hadn't really thought about that. So Edge just put his daggers down. He still has a short bow, a short sword, and other bits and pieces, but I'm assuming they're like on his back and in a way that it would be a bit inconvenient. Clearly, the weapons he's going to go and like with are the daggers.
He said put your weapons
would he be
on
expected?
the ground.
Okay, fine. It was sort of. I think they're.
I will let you retcon if you kind of want to put your weapons down on the ground. If you want to just put your daggers down, you can do that too. I don't want to force you to do anything.
No, it was more. I think I'd only been thinking of the daggers as the main weapon. So no, Edge's intention was to, comply. So
Gotcha.
therefore, yeah. Thank you.
Valerin.
I'm too far away to do anything. Is the issue.
Riding down, Valerin. Come on, it makes sense.
He's going to walk up next to Edge there, and then he'll say, "Those who defy the teachings of the Great One must pay their recompense."
Excellent.
Are you...
Okay.
Tell me, do you do this alone, or is there someone from the beyond helping you?
Oh, the beyond where, my darling? I'm just a little lady. I'm just trying to do my best to help the people. I don't know about any great one or anything like that. I'm just doing my own thing.
We both know the magics at play here are not what a normal healer should be capable of.
There's no need to be worried about something just because you don't understand it. These are healing hands, and everything that I do, it brings about some good.
Okay, he's gonna move up to use the rest of his movement.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to... where is it? Invoke Duplicity. So there will now be another Valerin.
Excellent.
Do that within 30 feet. So yeah, and I'll throw a mark to show that that is the...
You can cast
That's
spells
not the
as
real
if
one.
you're in the illusion space. Interesting.
Yep. But it looks like me, so they can't tell which one is me.
Interesting.
And I'm not gonna use it yet, but just so you are aware, somewhere I can swap places it.
Okay.
Quick question: How would
then-
that appear to us as onlookers?
There's just another one just
Unfamiliar.
appears. Another me just appears.
Would it be clear that you'd have done it?
Hold on.
I mean, we could guess, I suppose.
I mean, it's not a spell, so it doesn't say if it's like uses like semantics or anything.
Are you? Would you be making it clear you were doing it? Would you wave your fingers in a way, or is it? Are we going to be like, that's unusual?
No indication. It's
Okay.
just another me just appears, and then I'm going to ready an action. Whereas if she gets within 5 feet of me, I'm going to cast a spell. Do I have to say what spell it is now?
Within 5 feet of which of you?
Of either me
Okay.
or the clone.
Okay. You're going to cast a spell. Okay. You don't have to tell me which spell it is.
Okay.
But okay. Cool. Is that everything that you're doing?
For now.
Okay. Jim is still singing about tea and is doing very well, keeping the villagers very distracted. Hecate, what would Hecate do? Hecate would. She would say, "Well, you'll want to talk about magics, aren't you, my sweet skin? Come, let me take a closer look at you." And she is indeed going to... So she's going to go around this way. There. So she is going to move within 5 feet of you, and she's aiming to gently stroke your cheek. That triggers
The illusion will grab her arm as she does that and cast inflict wounds at 3rd level.
Okay, so 19 hits.
Only 13.
Okay.
4d10.
Bad luck.
Wowzers.
I rolled 2 1s and 8 and a 3.
It could have been a 4.
It could have been. Could have been 4 1s, but yeah.
So
And then I guess on her arm it's just a necrotic burn from where he grabbed her.
Well then, I suppose not everyone in your party is keen on joining up, or certainly not keen on you joining up, my little sweet skin. I'm afraid this is all very, very rude. I'm going to have
I've joined the only party that I see fit to join. There's only one club that I will be part of.
I do not like this at all, my sweet skin.
So after she's come within 5 feet of you, that's triggered your spell. She continues to try and stroke your cheek, and as this is an illusion, the hand passes through, so she sees you as an illusion, and she will use the remainder of her movement to move over here. So trying to touch you was her action, and yeah. Oh, thank you.
Did you feed the cat? Yeah, okay.
Are you having 3 burgers, Rick?
They are pulled pork baps with chipotle paste.
Roughly how many times a month do you guys have pulled pork?
Roughly 3 to 4. They're very good.
Old pork is great.
I think we only have it with my family, which is basically if Holly cooks it or my parents cook it.
So she has moved there. Her eyes are fixed on Valerin. She is giving Edge and Roger very little regard now that you've dropped your weapons. And we're back round to Edge.
Right, okay, so Edge is going to carry on respecting the deal he's trying to make, and is going to put himself between Valerin and the Doctor and turn to Valerin and say, no, come on, we've got a job to do here. I think you were meant to be helping us, weren't you? I know we can't
I
necessarily.
do as the Great One wishes me to.
The Great One wished you.
For all.
The Great One wished you to help, otherwise he wouldn't have sent you to help us.
I must abide by the book before my duties.
You follow the book rather than your duty. Your duty to Blue Tool.
No, the Book of Blue Tool.
But a commandment from Blue Tool surely overrides a book.
All he told me to do was
Or are
to
you
help.
going to break Blue Tool's commandment? And Edge at this point would reach into his pocket and would be feeling around on something.
Okay. Is there anything else that you're doing with your turn?
Can I do something like, if Valerin takes another negative action towards the Doctor, trip him up? Or attempt to trip him up?
100%.
Super. I'd like to do that, please. Any kind of action to damage the Doctor. Trigger that.
Okay. Roger.
Sorry, one more thing. If it wasn't clear that Valerin had done it, perhaps that wouldn't work. It would only be if Edge was convinced that that was something that Valerin was doing. So if Valerin can do this without, like, moving, don't know. I'd say no, that didn't work.
Gotcha.
So it's Sway, isn't it, that's really gravely injured?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's
Can somebody remind me of the wounds that Sway's got?
acid burns from a gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
All over? Anywhere specific?
So
Throat.
there was talk of basically her being severely damaged on the inside of her throat and lungs, which is kind of causing the most imminent threat to her life. But the ship's surgeon / medic, the best the ship has, nuts and bones, talked about the likelihood of her losing a leg and possibly a hand, because they were in a pretty bad way. But she's kind of sizzled all over. But it's the stuff that's kind of deep within that's causing the real issue.
Okay. I am going to dash up to her because she's 60 feet, and I can do that, can't I? If I dash, I can do double my distance.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So with the dash, you have two options. Because you're a rogue, you can use your normal action to dash, which means you couldn't attack. But if you use your cunning action to dash, you can still attack.
If I don't want to attack, but I want to poke, would I need to do it the second way?
I will take I think a deliberate poke, I'll say, is an action to do. So if you're dashing and having a poke with an intended purpose behind it,
yes,
and to understand the consequence of that, then it'll be cunning action dash and action to poke.
Okay, I want to do that then. So I'm going to go up to Sway,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to poke her in the throat. And when I do that, I'm going to look at all of the people laying in the beds and see which one reacts.
That's interesting.
Point of order. I think we determine last week that there were some of the victims that had injuries consistent with Sway's.
Yes,
There were some.
For the group,
Okay.
I'm trying to ascertain if we need to get the fuck out of here. which one of those people on the bed we need to take with us to keep her lungs and throat going. If she loses an arm and loses a leg, so be it. If she loses the ability to breathe, that's a bit more of an issue. So my aim is, which one, if any of these, is going to go, because I'm poking the wound that we want to not.
Is it possible that you can poke the wound in a way that won't make Rick roll you, make you roll to check whether you kill her?
I mean, I could give her a rescue breath, because that would still burn technically, but wouldn't actually damage. So I mean, I'm quite happy to give her a bit of mouth to mouth.
So I'm absolutely going to make you do a check just to see if you do more harm than good. So
Of course you are.
You can poke.
Why wouldn't you?
But I'm going to need you to do a medicine check to do it in a way that's kind of gentle, not going to rupture anything or anything like that.
Oh, look.
16. It's a good thing this wasn't a disadvantage.
I was like, oh shit, I've got -1 on medicine.
Okay. So you do this, and you're looking for any reaction from the people down here. Can you please roll me 2 d10s?
How do I do 2 d10s? Is it d10 plus d10 or?
Just /R 2d10.
Yeah, or on the left-hand side on the toolbar, there's a dice button, and you can just click in there.
Okay. So, where's my...
Oh Lord, Rick's having to consult some sort of extra notes.
It's like he's summoning a demon.
No, she already brought his
Joke,
pulp.
by the way. Roger would like to say aloud as he does this, I'm going to save Sway. Because that's what I'll do as a trainee.
So, you see these people who are kind of, they look like they're sleeping, some of them occasionally look like they're dreaming. You see a number of them as you do this kind of go in their sleep. And you see, I will mark the ones that you see. So, is that visible enough? That one. And that one. And that one. That one.
Given we didn't have a picture of the room last time we had this convo, is that consistent or different or unrelated to the people who we thought we saw the same wounds as Sway had before?
You saw them on the 2 that were closest to you, so Elira and Jules.
The twin and the lady with the book?
That one.
Ah,
and
okay.
That one.
Right, okay.
They're the ones
we
closest to the
meant to be able
door are the ones that you saw the wounds on when you first came in.
Are we meant to be able to see their names? Or is that just a thing you know?
No, you can see their names. You know the names of these people you're endangering. There's little plaques on their bed.
We humans can't see
them. Oh, can you not
around
see their names? No. Oh, no. Oh, that's upsetting.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to memorise them, but I'm not very good at things like that.
Oh, boo. I don't know why that's not showing up. Okay, in that case, let me quickly do this. Doop. And doop. And doop.
One of them's called Dim.
So we've got Belen, Maeve, Sheev, Dim, Timon, Cash, Kyle, Merrin, Pock, Eric, Elira, and Jules.
Where have you sent that to us in? I heard something beep, but I can't see where it is.
It's in the Discord chat.
Discord.
So
Cool.
in the chat channel of this voice chat.
Yeah, just reading it. Lovely. Oh, that's much better.
Dim has
Thank
got
you.
fantastic hair.
Dim, dim, dim. He looks like the beta final boss.
So, Roger, you've seen this this reaction. You don't think you've caused any immediate death to Sway, and you're saying out loud that you're going to save her.
Yeah, I'm going to save her because I'm going to be the best trainee ever.
Ooh.
That's the end of my term.
Because I'm going to be the best trainee ever. Okay, good. Bailerin.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to move the clone to there. What does this spell require? And then I'm going to swap places with the clone. So I guess I'll do that. But nobody can tell if I've swapped or not. They look identical.
Excellent.
There it is.
That includes Edge. He doesn't know that I've swapped. And then I'm going to do your favourite spell. Blind and deafness.
Nope. Immune.
What? Immune to blind and deafness?
Oh, actually, no. She's immune to blindness. She's not immune to deafness. I lie.
Okay.
So, con saving throw.
Oh, wait, yeah, it's blind or deaf, and so I have to choose. So, yeah, I choose deafness.
I shouldn't have told you that. Fuck.
At the end of each of its turns, target repeats the save. So do you need to make a con save?
So I got a 12. What's your
Okay.
DC?
16.
Okay. So she is deaf.
That's really unhelpful, Valerin.
Lads, did you all see which ones twitched when I touched her? Roger says to the crowd.
Edge is too busy trying to mediate the thing to hear that.
Well, I did not like that little sweet skin. That was very... Oh, I can't hear.
Blinded deafness. What's the? So it does have verbal component to it. So Edge, you would know that I cast a spell.
But I wouldn't be looking at you. I'd be looking at your familiar, I think. So
Oh yeah, the one you thought was my familiar is the one that said the words.
Sorry, no, yeah. So at the moment, I'm looking. I think I'm looking at this one.
Oh, right.
Maybe I should have been more specific about that, actually. Because I actually don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry. Again, potentially retconning. My Edge's intention was, having seen the one that was here talking, that the reaction would be to that one, and basically would have sort of dismissed the idea the other one was some kind of weird, freak blue tool trick.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless Rick considers that to be unreasonable. I don't know.
No, if it's between you guys, I'm very happy for you guys to decide where your focus is pointed.
Fine. So
you
I mean,
you're back to Hecate then.
yeah. So basically, the first thing I'd have noticed is her doing that weird I can't hear thing, and probably would have spun round at that point. But I wouldn't consider that to have triggered a reaction because I'd be quite surprised that I was looking at the wrong Bailerin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
To completely hamstring myself. I don't know why I'd do that. I'd cast healing on myself during that process.
Okay.
What is your health at the moment, actually? Are you full health? I can't see your health bar again.
20. No, I'm 22 out of 36. I'm about half health. Low.
So you're better than you were, though.
Yeah.
So, so would Hecate be able to tell which one was the real you? So, she thought that you were down here. The voice came from down there. Right. So, I think this will be the... yeah, I think this will be the last time she's nice. She is going to
Side note.
cast Sleep. On... is that a point or a... does not say... oh, 5 foot radius. Excellent, I can do it between you. So, can... so, Edge will please make a wisdom saving throw, please. Meets it beats. And it would have no effect on the illusion. But there's no way that I'd be able to tell that.
Yes, but the other thing is, us Fayfo have advantage on sleep.
You do.
So, don't know if she'd be aware of that, but
Okay,
we don't. Doesn't affect us as much.
So she'd be doing that down there and then hedging her bets by going up next to you there.
Sorry, just so I'm clear, does she say something like Sleepy Armus when she casts a sleeping spell, or is it visible?
She...
I think it has verbal. I don't know about the rest.
And if she's saying it aloud and she's deaf, is there the opportunity for her to perhaps misspeak and something go wrong?
I think she just yells.
Sleepy Armus!
So,
Avada Kedavra.
go away, you. Sleep. It's verbal, semantic, and material. So you see her yell, as well as wave her hands and take a little component out of her pouch and blow some powder at you.
So would Edge be aware that he had saved himself from
Yes.
that, or he had not been affected by it?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And that is... yeah, that's the last time. Just gonna be nice. Roger, so you've determined the people who react to Sway being poked. What would you like to do now?
Can I look around this end of the cabin? Because obviously it's the first time we've been down here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything of note? Any cupboards? I obviously appreciate this is just a picture, so I don't know if if the place that Sway is laying is like on top of a cupboard or a chest or something.
So, without doing any kind of check, Sway is laying on a like a stone plinth. There's still the kind of green haze of energy that's flowing between Sway and these people. It's kind of, the haze is going to everyone that's in these beds. There's around there's like piles of sticks, there's bits of rope, there's a bucket with some water in, all the kind of usual things you'd find within a hut in a chilly place. But there's nothing that looks particularly like medical based, so there's no surgical tools, and there's no kind of potions and poultices that you can see. And other than a clear exit, you can't see anything else up here. If you'd like to take a closer look, you can do an investigation check to kind of essentially root around to see what you can find. But that's what you can see. Okay, give me investigation. 19. Okay. With a 19, you can see behind you, so on the wall that your back is to here, there's no door, but you can see while you're looking around, you can see the faint outline of a doorway that's been sort of carved in a little bit. So it's a representation of a doorway, like an archway. It doesn't open, doesn't go through to the other side or anything, but there's that scratched into the wood, and you can see some words that are like kind of scratched around it. What languages do you speak?
Common, Dwarfish, Goblin, Halfling, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay, so you don't know what it says, and it's the kind of thing that you wouldn't even notice if you weren't running your fingers over the wall. So it's not hugely obvious, but you don't know what these words say. I'll let you have movement if you like, but that was your action to do the investigation.
Okay, I'm gonna move down to the guy on the bed, on the sort of down to the left and down of me. I'm gonna go there. That was 30. I checked earlier.
Okay, cool. Valerin.
That's me.
Okay.
Hang on, I
I just... you go after me, don't you?
Oh,
I don't remember. But
no, you
I
cast
can't
a spell.
see the-
It didn't trigger a reaction. I don't think I think I missed to go.
Hang on. Wait.
yeah, it
This
went
was initially
me,
just-
Hetty, then Roger.
Yeah, that's missed. Sorry, that's missed edge off. Yes, I don't think you had a go. I do apologise.
It's only because I suddenly realised that I think I know I had to go before Vader went again. Right. So hang on, did I go? I'm assuming it's after the Vader did the spell. It throws you complete, doesn't it, when you can't see what the order is?
Can you not see the turn order?
No, it's
No.
blank. Because
Oh.
the turn order for us is on the last map, not this map.
Oh. Oh, hang on. So
So
if can you see it
So
now?
I would have gone after.
No.
That's really upsetting.
Yeah, I think for you, it's the turn order's global,
That's
but for us, we can see on individual maps.
that's really weird.
Yeah,
Automatic.
because when we're on the world map, we can see it. Then you went to the map we were on last week, and we could see it. And now it's gone again on this one.
That helps.
That's really annoying. Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
let's do that one and that one, and I'll put that also in there. So, what would Edge?
Cool.
like to
Okay.
do?
So cool. So right. So Roger's just had to go. Right. So we haven't lost order at all. Cool. That's good. Right. So I am slightly confused. I think Edge is slightly confused as to what's going on. Was it clear that this is now the real one? or is that still potentially a question? Edge knows that he's had a spell cast against him, and he's managed to shake it off. That's cool. So he thinks Hecate's going for this one. Okay, fine. So Edge is going to take a respectful step forwards, but not a threatening one, and attempt to plead with the good doctor. You need to just ignore the blue guy. Think about Sway. Please save Sway. Roger's already volunteered. We're cooperating. This guy's not with us.
Give me a persuasion check, please. Spapper! Thank you.
Another one.
Holly.
Where's mine?
There's green in there, so it's healthy. Okay, so persuasion.
If your pork is green, that's not healthy.
She would be more inclined to pick up on what you were saying if she could hear you. She's just not getting the message from you trying to convey this. Yeah.
Yeah, she's deaf, remember?
So could I use heroic inspiration to re-roll that as a performance check?
Interpretive dance time.
I'll let you try and perform it. Yeah.
So do you want me to roll it, or do you want me to just perform it?
I want you to do both. Okay. She raises an eyebrow at you, and she's not. I mean, she still looks angry, but that doesn't. What you've done doesn't seem to have enraged her. So yeah, you'll find out how successful that was. Are you doing anything else?
I got capacity to ready something. I mean, my interpretive dance wasn't necessarily an action. I think it was more just because of the necessity of the fact that the blue Wally's just deafened her.
Well, normally, but it was a... you know what? I'm going to allow it once on the basis that she's been nice up to now. So I'm going to allow it once. So yes, you can ready an action.
Is it possible? So is my action allowed to be something that transcends the rules of movement as long as it's not ridiculous?
Elaborate.
So, for example, would I be allowed to jump the 10 feet and try and like barge Valerin out of the way, or equally the 15 feet if that one was to do something? I use the word try as well.
You can absolutely.
Have you ever jumped 10 foot from standing still?
I use the word try, and there's such a thing as an acrobatics check, Mr. Blue Wazzock.
So I will let you. You can either sprint into them, or you can try and jump and kind of jump on them. But I think it would be too much of a stretch to jump and actually grapple them, and kind of have a proper.
Fine. Yeah, no. It would be a yes. It would be a forlorn. Yep. Edge's intention is to save Sway, and it's now clear the blue guy is not playing ball with that. Edge is not particularly minded to try and hurt him, and his weapons are all far away, unfortunately. But it's just to sort of make it clear to the deaf lady. Edge presumably wouldn't realise she was deaf, apart from her saying, "I can't hear anything." She's
speaking very, very loudly.
Okay, so it'll become clear that something's got a bit funny there, and probably puts two and two together. Fine. Yep. So yeah, it's a some sort of barging activity, just to try and disrupt.
And what's triggering this?
Essentially any sense of a hostile action, and at this point, Edge would be sort of unsure which of the two was the one that was the problem, but that anything blue is bad.
Gotcha. Bailerin, you're up.
Okay. What does he say? So. So Valerin will go. Those who defy what the great blue tool teaches shall be punished. So he says that as this guy. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to move the other guy to there. Then swap. Then both are going to raise their spears in a mirrored fashion. And I am going to attack. But I get advantage, which doesn't matter because we are both within 5 feet of the target. Me and the thing, the illusion. So does an 18 hit?
18 does hit, and that triggers Edge barging at one of you.
Which one does Edge barge at?
Oh,
or,
sorry.
Or would Edge have gone at the raising of the spears?
I think he would, because I was going to say it's going to be obvious, but only one spear is real, so that at that point it's going to be clear which one it is. But I think it is a dice throw to say which one he would go for. So hang on, let's just for a second let me review. So there was originally someone standing behind. There was originally someone standing down here. That person, as far as Edge is concerned, is teleported here. And
No, it's ran over there. It's not teleportation. It's the illusion moves. So I can move the illusion, but it would look like it's just person running.
Okay, so you're saying for the purposes of Edge, from Edge's point of view, there are two humans, people, or two elf people there, and one has run, and it's indistinguishable which one's which, based on what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I can double check the wording of the when it says.
I can go with that if that's what I'm being asked to believe.
I think unless you touch them, then it's completely indistinguishable.
Fine. Edge would be minded to think the one that just ran is probably the one that's the problem, I think.
Okay, so that would mean... this is before you switched them. So this would mean that we know, but Edge doesn't know, that Edge is going to leap towards the illusion.
Sorry, no, I think Edge would go to this one. Oh, is this... Oh, sorry, did this happen before?
So
no.
So the illusion... So, correct me if I'm wrong. The illusion went from here up to here, and then they switched places, bringing the illusion here. So Edge would have seen one move here, which was the illusion, and so then it's then Edge would run after them.
Edge would attack the one that just ran, or the one in the position of the one that just ran.
Okay, so the
I think Edge
question
would
is,
attack this one.
Did you attack them as I was going past you as like an attack of opportunity?
No.
Or did you not do it until he got there and raised the spear?
The raising of the spear was the thing that the aggression that triggered it.
All right. So you're attempting to.
So is this the real
jump
one?
Tackle it. Well, so I swapped places with it when it got there. So I guess it was. I really wish that it wasn't, and you just like jump, kick through an illusion, and just go straight through it. That's what I was hoping for. But yeah, this would be the real one if you're doing it. Then.
So Edge, you're seeing this, and you're just trying to barrel into it and shoulder barge it. Okay. So that would be. So give me an athletics check, please.
Could I look at acrobatics?
You sure it's not a wisdom saving throw? I'm good at those.
No, this is so I'm going to use the proxy, the shove action.
Okay, fine.
So
this is virtually done.
So what happens is
You didn't need to dodge. Edge misses.
Edge runs up.
I could have done a 1.
That's true. Edge runs up, physically hits this thing, confirming it being real. Doesn't knock it down or do any damage. But with a measly 3, I'm going to say that you fall prone.
But I would hope that Dr. Hecate would have seen that this was an intended move to get the blue thing. Nothing to do with her, and actively trying to stop the blue thing.
But it didn't stop the attack, so shall I roll damage?
Yeah,
that's fine. I just hope that's the ether.
Yeah. So 8.
Richard
yes. So that goes back to Valerin continuing the attack. So 18 does hit. So please roll damage.
6 piercing damage.
6. Excellent. Lovely. Is that everything that Valerin's do?
Yeah.
Okay. Verse 19 of the tea song is going on. That's going very well. Hecate's turn. So Hecate has seen Edge plough into this one and been attacked by this one. And so...
After making a very elaborate dance to indicate the intention of the thing, well, they should all be adding up to a series of things that a doctor, a learned lady, should understand.
Well, this is why her multi-attack is not being split between the two of you, but both going on Valerin. And she's going to do a Nightmare Touch. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the Nightmare Touch?
So you take 13 psychic damage. You're okay unless you fall unconscious. And she's going to do another one of them. And it's 19 again. For 15 psychic damage.
Oh dear.
And she is going to do her saving throw again against deafness, which was a con saving throw. Con save +1. 9, she is still deaf.
Okay. That's fun.
That's very impolite, my sweet skin. I do not like violence.
That is gonna be her go.
So it says if the target is unconscious, it takes extra 10 3d6. But I'm not unconscious.
Yeah, no. So it's just the it's got 4d6 plus 4 as its regular damage, and then the extra 3d6 is only if you're unconscious.
Right. Okay.
So the damage you've taken is 4d6 plus 4.
Is that how it works? Because I thought it's saying that, because then it says the cursed creature's hit point maximum decreases by 5 1d10.
Yeah, so all the extra text is if the target is unconscious. So it takes 4d6 plus 4 regardless. But if you're unconscious, then it does a whole bunch of extra stuff. Basically, she can very easily perma-kill people.
No, that makes sense. So what's that? That's 28 damage.
28 damage. And Roger. You are next to Belen.
Okay, so I want to take a closer look at them. Do I want to kind of touch them and do the same as I did to Sway? To see, I'm trying to work out if the pink dot people are linked to each other, or if they're just individually, if they're just, if something happens to Sway, they react. So like if I poke this one, do all the other pink ones hurt? Does Sway hurt? Do all of them and Sway hurt? I just want to sort of ascertain that. But I don't want to cause any damage, so I'm happy to do the light breathing that I did earlier.
Okay. If you're giving them a poke around, give me another medicine check.
Oh, poking people if you don't know how to poke them, Mandy.
11. An 11.
I want to be a trainee.
Um,
And you made me tutor death.
So Belen doesn't react with. She doesn't seem to be in as much pain from this as Sway was. So it's not kind of suddenly causing her intense pain in her throat. You can see as you kind of examine her, like you are putting her in some discomfort. With an 11, you're not getting any direct response from Sway that you can see, but you also can't tell if there's any impact on the other ones who are in pink.
Is there anything I can do to enhance that? Could I get like an insight check or something? Or is that nothing? Can I tap into my spidey senses at 12 years old?
What I will allow you is I will let you do another check, and I'll let you do it at advantage, and it will be easier. If you would like to invoke I know a guy who might have given you some training in the past about this kind of thing, or some kind of specialist knowledge that might be useful.
Yeah, so there, I do know a guy. There used to be a guy on one of the boats that I mopped back in the day, when I got my mop actually, and he told me that brains are crazy places, and they link in different ways and they work in different ways, and just because your body might be rubbish, your brain might not be. And he told me things.
So this is someone who you just came across on the ship.
Mhm. Yeah, when I got my mop.
Okay. Were they were they a medic person, or were they?
I worked with the ship's doctor, but they weren't the ship's doctor. They kind of turned up randomly out of the blue, helped the doctor out for a while. They were really knowledgeable about lots of things that I didn't understand. I remember him talking about brains being linked and bodies being different to brains.
Turned up out of the blue, you say? Interesting. So that is one use of I know a guy. Excellent. Yeah, give me another check at advantage on the basis of you knowing a guy. Okay, so going back to you suddenly realise that there's some similarities between this the story of Hecate and her suddenly turning up and fixing things, and something dots connecting between this person who you came across and the kind of things that they were telling you, and you think that if you were to move the people who are connected to Sway away from her, it would, like, too far away from her, it would sever that link, and Sway would no longer be being healed. You also know that if Hecate, it's fairly easy for Hecate to kind of keep this going. She's like dealing with all you lot, and this green haze is still going on. But you know that it would be a lot faster and more effective if she wasn't distracted. So yeah, so you can put distance between Sway and these people, but it would probably kill her. And the more that Hecate is distracted, the longer the process will take.
Okay.
And maybe less effective.
Can I still move? I'm not moving
you can use a movement.
I'm moving now. She can't hear me because she's deaf. But I'm just going to stand in front of her with my arms held out in front of me, palm up, as if to say, I'm ready to train.
Okay. Edge.
Okay, so I'm on the floor at this point.
Yeah.
Question: is there anything about the damage or the spells, whatever, that Dr. Hecate has performed during the interaction that would lead me to understand anything more about the source of her power? I don't really understand sort of what I'd be witnessing and how weird or familiar that would be to me as a human, but in a magic world.
You would be able to give me an Arcana check.
Well, that'll do almost nothing. Yeah, there you go. I have no idea.
So I mean, you can tell
magic shit happens.
Yeah, you can tell she's a magic user, and it didn't seem to cause a huge amount of physical contact in order to cause Valerin some significant pain. Yeah, that's basically what you could tell.
And then, so I'm prone at the moment, so I'd like to get up. Is that my action for the turn?
That's half your movement to get up.
But not my action?
Nope, you still got all your actions. It takes half your movement to stand up.
Fine, then I would stand up. And I would be attempting to... Oh, sorry, there's a tiny cat doing stupid things on my lap. I am still trying to get the doctor to believe that this blue guy has nothing to do with us, and I now know this is the real blue guy, but I've got no weapons. I don't think I'm trying to actively, punch to hurt. I'm just trying to restrain. Is that possible? So, I don't know if knocking over is the most appropriate thing given...
So you can... all of any physical attack you can do with the intention of knocking out. So even if you've got a weapon, if you can make a hit with a short sword and say, I'm trying to knock him out, club him over the head. You can't knock someone out with a fireball. But any melee attack you can say...
Okay. So I think there's a chance that, because this is like a weird elf, frail-looking magic user, that me as a seasoned grifter has a chance of just landing a punch straight to the temple and sending him to the ground.
I mean,
my hit points have hit 0, but yeah.
Yeah, you still have to get them down to 0 hit points, but it...
well, that's not going to help, is it? No, I'm talking about... This is... So it's a complete aside, but I don't understand the physical manifestation of how hit points would look like and feel. So last time round I got reduced to 1 hit point because of a cut on my arm. Presumably I would have been lying on the floor and people would be like, this has all gone wrong.
That was because you severed your artery.
Yeah, so I'd be on the floor, and someone would have to be reviving me. Not I'd be having a chat as part of whatever.
So
maybe I acted it wrong.
As a 10-second history of RPGs and games, hit points come from a game I believe in the mid-70s called Ironclads, which was based around World War II warships, and the mechanic worked for that because it was kind of, this is fine, everything's fine, oh, I'm sunk. And so hit points work for ships. Hit points don't represent health very well. So it's more of a measure of how much heroism you have left. But yeah, it's not a perfect system. But the crux of it is that you can use your unarmed attack against being
disbelieve. No, go on. I think Edge would think. I think Edge would think he could probably land a punch that would knock him out because he's just a physically larger guy with more strength, and this weird like fish creature. You know, as long as Edge can catch him unawares, which he probably would because he's a rogue and all that. Yeah. How do I roll for that?
So the other thing with hit points is it's also like a bit of role play. Like if I have 5 health, I'm not going to be happy and just having a good time. I'm going to be thinking, I'm on death's door. I need to protect myself. I need to leave. You know, I'm actually still standing and swinging, but
Fine. So my deficit last time was potentially my acting rather than. Yeah, fine. Understood. Okay.
So it would be. You should have an unarmed strike on your character sheet.
I'm wondering if there's something else I can do. Could I try and take his staff off him or something like that? Is that a better action, maybe?
You can attempt to grapple.
All I want to do is to limit his ability to do something next time round. So if this is a bar fight, right, and my mate was a bit drunk and was going in for the whatever, I wouldn't be trying to hurt the guy. I'd just be like, "Come on, mate, let's go and sit over there. Let's go and play a game of pool or something." That's the intention of what I'd be doing, I think.
All right. Let me just paste in the grapple.
I don't have a grapple, I think, in my...
Yeah, so I think to specifically disarm people, I think there's a feat for that. But yeah, you can absolutely grapple by doing a contested strength.
But the grapple would mean that I cannot move, and I have disadvantage on attacks.
A grapple in that sense feels like I'm sort of trying to arm lock you. I think Edge,
kind of
as
like
a rogue,
restraint.
I think Edge
a grapple restrains you.
Yeah, so
you have to take the wording for what it is. You know, they can't have one word that means.
No, get that. I'm just in terms of the if it's a strength thing, it's not strength he's trying to do. It's more, sort of Aikido style. It would be can I just knock you at the point where you as a person who's clearly like a magic user would not be adept at the field of whatever. Can I just give you a shove in a particular place that I know, having had a lot of fisticuffs in bars, is the place where, you'd be like, oh, that hurt a bit more than I expected. That's what Edge would be trying to do at this point. No weapons. All he's trying to do is just slow you down, basically. It's not even necessarily trying to hold you back. Is that a thing? Or am I just... I might have already taken too long on this turn.
So that in and of itself wouldn't be a thing. You can kind of do the grapple or an attack and convey to Matthew that's what you're trying to achieve, and kind of it can be like that's how it's received or not, but mechanically there isn't something that's as specific as that.
Yeah, that's more Pathfinder territory.
Fine, I'm grappling Matty. What do I roll?
So you are doing an athletics against Valerin's either athletics or acrobatics.
I mean, the first is acrobatics +1. I'll go for that.
Hang on. Sorry, no. For the purposes of this, right? Hang on. I've got a feat. I can make this better. I can roll luck, and luck does this. Well, that doesn't help me at all. Luck lets me re-roll something, doesn't it? What?
There's a benefit somewhere. Can be spent on a benefit. I don't know. There's probably another bit somewhere.
Let me just have a quick look at your...
You can choose to spend one of your luck points after you roll the die, but before the outcome is determined, you choose which is used for the attack.
Oh, is it only on attack rolls?
No, I don't think it is.
This is a skills check.
Is it only for skill checks? It might be only for skill checks.
This is a skills check you're trying to do.
Ah, okay. Then I've got a
Lucky
chance.
feat. When you roll a d20, you can spend 1 luck point to give yourself advantage on that roll.
Yeah. So you could
yeah.
get advantage, or you can impose disadvantage on someone else.
Yeah.
Right, so I can't make that number any bigger. So I can impose disadvantage. Fine. I will use my 1 luck point to impose a disadvantage on your defense roll against my 4. I think that is canonically what Edge would
I
do.
see. Right, and then I'm going to roll acrobatic. 10.
He just
I tried.
sluices out of your grip. But I think he gets the idea of what you're behind. But he's very into blue tool, and it is Valerin's go.
Sorry, can I have one more? Can I have one more thing?
Can you?
It's words I will say, not an action I will take.
Yep, go for it.
I mean, I might do that. Is that okay?
I'll let you have that as a free action.
I'm going to do whatever the equivalent in our world of that is, and I'm going to say, fuck a blue tool.
Good.
Your turn, Matty.
Okay.
Yep. Valerin's go.
Are you sure you want to say that? Okay. Valerin would cease all attacking on this Hetity, and he would turn to Edge, and you say, "Take that back."
Fuck. Blue tool.
You cast inflict wounds. Not that. Sorry. At 3rd level, so it would be. I don't think it has to. Is it actually a roll?
I don't know what I'd use to defend
I don't know my
against it.
spells. Spell attack. Which I guess it fails because.
Wounds. That's. Wounds.
Creature just makes a con saving throw.
Yeah, so I don't know why
Take
it's
the
showing up
damage
as
roll,
to hit, because
Yeah,
that's
it keeps doing attack rolls when I upcast things. It's really weird.
roll 20. Yeah, so that's it's automatically it's just
so you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Of DC 16, which you fail, so you take 24 necrotic damage.
Oh dear.
Well, I was right. I mean, fuck blue tool. I obviously can't say that now because I'm presumably now on the floor dying.
You are unconscious, and yeah, you will start making death saving throws.
If only I knew a doctor in the room who would realise my intentions and save me.
Those who defy the Great One must perish. I guess this is why Blue Tool told me to assist the adventurers, as he knew that they were unfaithful and they needed to be assisted in their deaths. I see it all. They brought me to this unholy location, and therefore all must die to appease him.
Wow.
Is it possible that as my body hit the floor, I would just be going... or am I too incapacitated? I'm easy, if that's not possible.
Okay,
I'll say that up until the moment you lose consciousness, you are doing everything you can to mock Bloop Tool.
And okay, and then as a bonus action, he's going to move the clone over here, and then swap to it. And then that's the turn.
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
Piece of shit, Matty.
You just said, "Fuck you, your god is shit," to a crazy guy who's obsessed with his god.
Let me just put that on so I remember. Okay, so Hecate is going to... So she doesn't know which is which. So she's annoyingly going to have to do one against one against the other. So she's going to try use a first attack against the clone and does nothing because it's an image. Goes through it. So then she's going to go up to you and use her second one. And does 14 psychic damage on you. And she's still deaf.
Imagine having no idea what's happening through this entire encounter.
As she did this, Roger, as you kind of went up and offered yourself freely, she gave you a... So she's very keen on taking you up on that offer. She's just asking you to just give her a minute while she deals with other things. And that will be Hecate's go. So Roger, you know that she's on board and she's just dealing with Valerin. Is there anything that you would like to do?
She might not be in a minute. So Roger has decided off his own back that he is going to heal Edge. So he takes his water skin out of his inventory and he reaches into his pocket and just squeezes something from his pocket into the water skin and very gently kneels down beside Edge and slowly drips the liquid into Edge's mouth because he's convinced that this is going to help Edge and possibly send the DM over the edge as well. And just see if this helps because he's offered himself as trainee. He's been ignored because he's 12. You know, put your weapons down. He's done that. He's walked around the room. He's gone up the end. He's poked the patient. He's poked one of the other people. Everybody's ignoring him. He's gone up and offered himself.
Hecate
now,
said 1 minute.
No, he's got no patience. I'm 12. So
I think this is the best acted character I've ever heard.
So
up Edge should get because Edge is healed. The end. Thank you.
So, just so that I am 100% clear, the thing that you're squeezing into your water skin is one of those things that you got in the caves.
Yes. Because I still have
That's
some.
Not what I was expecting.
Mushroom time, baby. Mushroom time!
Edge, you feel yourself, your eyes flash open. But then your vision very quickly becomes like a purple mist in front of you, and you can feel your body convulsing as we'll put that one of you over there, and in your place is the purple Edwin Fungus Necrohulk.
You are Edwin.
Can I be Edgewin?
And you should see a character sheet for the purple Edwin Fungus Necrohulk in the journal under players, which everyone has access to.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting anyone else to need to use it, but yep, so Roger has used up one of his resources, and I didn't think we'd get this again this soon, but yeah, you are now that.
Can I just point out he's no longer laying on the floor dead or half dead. I have healed Edge. The end.
You have, and yeah, the way that I thought this was going to go is not the way that it's going now. Is Roger doing anything else?
Roger thinks that he's quite close to where he earlier dropped his mop when he was told to put all of his weapons down.
You are?
So Roger would like to stealthily pick his mop back up and put it up the back of his top.
Okay, you do this.
I can do this with a sleight of hand check if you require.
You can just pick it up. That's fine.
Excellent, because the big mushroom guy is probably quite distracted anyway, I would imagine.
Speaking of the big mushroom guy...
Just a thought.
Oh, yeah?
Because What's-the-Face can't hear, is she aware of this or is she facing the wrong way?
Oh, no, this is, even for someone who is deaf, this is impossible to miss. Particularly
Excellent.
as this thing has grown. It's basically doubled the size of Edge's body in every dimension.
So can I lock eyes with her and give her a thumbs up and go, I've done it. I can heal.
She looks very pleased with you. Very pleased with you. Almost proud.
And then, as she's looking proud, I mouth to her, and I did it without your help. Because I'm 12 and cocky.
Okay. Interesting. We will come back to that. Necrohulk, what would you like to do?
So
You have lots of faces.
I have some questions about
Yes.
my motivation now I'm a purple Necrohulk monster. Am I still the same character? Am I being influenced by anything I wasn't before?
You are just very aware of your scary size, new strength and abilities, and gibbering mouths that are screaming silently all upon your person, and you're very mushroomy. You are still you, but you hear constantly in your head, "You shot us. You shot us with an arrow in the head. You shot us. We hate you. You shot us. You will end. Traitor. You are a traitor." No one else can hear this. Everyone else can just see the skulls upon you, just silently yammering. But you hear them all just screaming at you that you're a traitor, that you shot him. But otherwise you can act as though you were Edge.
Otherwise, it's fine. Okay, cool. So Edge would take a breath, close his eyes, and briefly think of Edwin. Then he would be going to take some vengeance on the fucking blue guy. So can I walk over and cast... Is it multi-attack? I think is the thing I want to do.
So that means you make 2 of the slam attacks as 1 attack action?
Yes. That's what I'd like to do, please.
Yep.
Do I push the attack first?
Yeah.
Attack roll, yeah. Yep. That hits.
And then I've got 2 different things I can do then. I don't understand what...
Are these, are you attacking lethally or non-lethally?
I am... Oh, it's a good question. Is my impairment... Is my judgment impaired in any way?
If you would like to knock him out, you have enough faculties to do that.
I think it's a Hulk smash kind of situation. I'm not entirely clear whether I would bother to stop myself, because I've got 2 things in mind. One is destroying the blue guy, and the other is saving Sway.
So,
So I wouldn't be stopping myself from. But if he doesn't get back up again, that's okay.
Okay, so like if you were to hit him and he goes to 0 hit points, he'll be unconscious. Be making death saving throws. You can keep hitting him. If the damage you do, if you take him to -52, he is like you've broken him. He's dead. There's nothing.
No, we're not doing that. If one of these smashes is sufficient to stop him getting back up again, then we stop.
You to roll the damage then.
Yep, roll damage. 13.
Yep. He's knocked.
He's
And
unconscious.
I would say in a mushroomy voice, "Fuck, blue tool." And then I would turn back to the rest of the room.
Okay.
Okay, so Valerin, death saving throw, please.
Yep. One failure.
It's one failure. Okay. Hecate is going to do a couple of things. So Hecate is going to place a hand upon Valerin, and Valerin doesn't feel anything. Valerin is stabilized.
Okay.
So Valerin is still unconscious, but stabilized.
Is it spare the dying?
It's not spare the dying, but it has a similar effect.
Okay. Okay.
She's going to look up at the fungus and give you a very pleased look, as though this is not the first time that she doesn't seem shocked by this, but like mostly she is very, very pleased and proud at young Roger. And she will go up to Roger and she will she won't say this quietly because she can't hear anything, but she will hold out a hand to you. Well, my sweet skin, I feel very, very sorry for doubting you. You are a special one indeed. A special one. I will make you my best apprentice. I will teach you more secrets than I'm teaching the rest of the apprentices. And I'll let you use my secret doorways. If you promise to listen to my lessons, every 3 nights you have a training session, and I'll tell you my secrets. One day you might even be able to do all the things I can do. That is a promise that I will never break. Every 3 nights you train with me. Does not matter where you are. I will teach you my secrets. And I'll make you more than you ever thought possible. Will you shake my hand and make this pact with me?
Before Roger agrees to shake on anything, Roger looks her straight in the eye and says, "He's dead, you know."
Who are you talking about, my little sweet skin? Who has died?
Edwin's dead.
No. A little piece of Edwin might no longer be talking. Not out loud, anyway.
There's lots of Edwin now. Edwin's forever now. You've got a little bit of him in your pocket still, I think. There's a lot of him there, handsome fellow. So what do you say,
Roger
my little
reaches out and
sweet...
shakes. Roger is shaking the hand.
Well, my little sweet skin, I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Every 3 nights we'll have our training. I cannot wait to see what you become. Now, your blue friend will be just fine in about an hour and a half. Your big friend, I'm so impressed at you bringing him up. I would suggest that he maybe carries him out. Now all of this kerfuffle has set me back a little bit, so I'm going to have to work extra hard to keep my target, because it was a promise, but it was broken by you lot. I will try and sort out your friend's sway. It might take me an extra hour or so, but if you leave now, then I'll work through the rest of the night. What do you say?
Roger surveys the scene and decides that's probably a good thing to do, based on how people are looking.
I will make sure that you've got instructions as to how you engage in my lessons and get the most out of them. Well done, my little sweet skin. I'm looking forward to working closely with you. And that's where we're going to end it.
You know those... Oh, hang on. Don't worry.
Stunned silence.
Right. I did not expect it to go that way.
I did not expect it to go that way.
The way that I was expecting it to go changed no fewer than 5 times over the course of the evening.
Vader was 100% wanting to kill her, as she is preventing these people in the beds from reaching their potential and exceeding it.
I was
In fact,
expecting...
it's more draining it.
I was expecting Edge to want to do more of the killing. That seems to have been Edge's MO so far.
No. Edge's point of view flips. So Edge is entirely about saving Sway at this point. And so the idea that she was going to be doing something nefarious and potentially bringing her back, but as a sort of zombie, was the problem. Once he got in and saw there was some kind of other magic going on, while conflicted, he could maybe hold his nose and just accept that being the thing. If anything, actually, perhaps it's the contrast between the absoluteness of Valerin's point of view has actually knocked Edge back into something more reasonable and nuanced.
So the last thing that you guys see, and
albeit as a mushroom Hulk.
So Valerin wouldn't be aware of this unless you tell him later, but you would see Hecate going back towards the back of the room and start to...
Before that happened, sorry, could Edge in the new form like sort of flex a little bit, maybe shout, and then make it clear that despite all this power, all he wants is Hecate to go and sort out Sway?
Absolutely. So you guys see her going back up to where Sway is and continue doing her work. And you see the ever so slight glimmer of the outline of the doorway that Roger saw earlier just flicker in green. And then you leave the hut.
And also, can I drag Valerin
100%.
rather than carry.
Yes, you can.
Like dragging him out by the ankle.
Yeah. Like a delinquent child. Basically, a child who's just, like, caused a scene in a restaurant. And I'm like, right, under the arm, out. But this time it's ankle. Yeah, perfect.
And as you go outside, you can hear that Jim is on his bagpipes. He's gone from a nice gentle song about tea. So by the time all this is finished, he is like doing a full-on solo Freebird on the bagpipes, and everyone is just loving it. And yeah, so who is away next week? I can't remember what.
I think we're all here next week.
I think we're all here next week.
Alex and I aren't here the week after.
Week after.
Yes, the week after.
Right. Okay. Excellent.
So we can continue this again next week.
Yes, I'm curious as to whether there's going to be making up and Valerin joining the crew, or is something else gonna happen?
But
But
it'll depend what happens when he wakes up.
yeah,
At one point, you know, when we were talking about having a cup of tea when she was being all nice at the beginning,
yeah,
and I said I don't like tea. My plan was, if we were going to all have tea, I was going to drop one of the mushrooms in the teapot, and then everybody would have had some effect, I assume. But then I was like, oh, if I do that, then so will she, and that's probably the bad.
See, the thing
so I
is,
decided against that.
I do have written down what would happen in that kind of situation,
That does not surprise
and
me.
I don't think it's what you'd expect.
Interesting. Well, I've still got one tea bag.
He neutralises the effects of the whatever. So how long am I in this state for?
You never,
Unknown.
you never sought to find that out.
Yeah, it was one of the questions I asked when I found out what they did, and it's an unknown quantity, an unknown length of time.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
last
reasonable to
time
assume that at the beginning of the next session, I'm still a mushroom monster.
Very.
Yeah.
We're still part Edwin. Yeah.
So what I will do is, even though we won't do it next week, I will distribute the character sheets for the prison scouting party for when Tom is leading the charge to scout out Irondale Prison, to give you guys a chance to say whether or not you're happy with those characters.
I started to have an idea, Rick, and then I ran out of time, but I had an idea for a thing, but I wasn't sure how to flesh it out very much, so perhaps I'll spend 2 more minutes this evening doing that. And
Perfect.
Well,
No
you got 2 weeks.
That's okay. It's
not next week. During the week after.
It's not urgent, but I'll be putting some together anyway, so that there's alternatives. But yeah, very happy if you've got ideas. But this will be a group of people who are very much under the command of Tom for the purposes of this expedition.
Yeah.
Go in
I
there.
do have a
Bloody hit 'em all.
about
Hit everyone.
yeah. With Hecate, she seems to be doing a lot with sleeping and dreams, maybe.
Yep.
And maybe nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be related to her? You know, I know of a creature that has nightmares in their name. I don't want to say the thing in case it is going to spoil it for other people.
She's doing stuff that would not necessarily be native to this plane of existence.
Okay, interesting. I'll send you a message.
Okay. But yeah, we will pick up variant.
Yeah, I thought so because we are already level 6.
Closely related.
Oh, okay, that is interesting.
So yeah, we'll see what happens next time, and I imagine it will probably be a RP heavy, finding out who's going where, who's doing what, kind of thing, and to see what you tell Jim, who will be oblivious to all of this, but I imagine will be quite keen on being filled in.
I think we should not tell Jim anything until the actual session, other than who he's going to see coming out of the shed.
Don't tell Ollie anything. And at the beginning of the next session, we have to explain what happened in character to him.
Nice.
Yes.
Definitely.
So no recap then.
Nothing beyond. You went in, and problems were solved.
Yeah, and if he turns up late, when he arrives, we immediately have to drop into character and tell him all about it. So he's got no preamble or anything. We just bang in. There we go.
Well, it'll only be you two talking because I'm unconscious, being dragged.
Possibly like that kind of. I'm assuming. How tall am I? I'm big, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're like 10 foot tall.
Yeah, you are large.
Sweet. Yeah, fuck blue tool.
So the other thing that I will point out, and I think it's fair to point this out because in the preface to this game, it's something I made very clear. You have said out loud 4 times, "Fuck blue tool."
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
The gods listen. I just want to make sure that's very clear.
Yeah, fair. No, it's fair. Edge would probably not have cared as much about that at the moment. It would have been more. He'd have been really saying, "Fuck you, Valerin," and it sways the next level of thinking. He would not have considered his actions far enough to have realised.
It might be something that the local god is very pleased about, but then again, it might be something the local god thinks it's disrespectful. But yeah, we'll pick that up next week, and thank you for that. It's always enjoyable for the sessions that keep me on my toes and prove that DM shouldn't do too much planning.
We don't like you bored. We don't want you turning up thinking, "Oh, it's just another day at work." You know,
This is the plan. I've never been bored playing D&D with you guys.
I can already see how the second and third time you do this is different, because I'm already finding within the character just more things you can do and more situations and more ways you can play it. So I can imagine how you like that. I've already broken that character. New one.
Yeah. Well, when you turned into the Necrohulk, I was like, "Oh yeah, I bet that counts as undead. I can use my divine abilities." Oh no, you just hit me and I'm dead. Shit. I was planning on doing turn undead on you, so you couldn't attack me. Then I was going to run away, but
shouldn't have stood in the way. If you think that the Church of Blooptool is powerful, the Church of Sway, she's a fine lady.
But now,
so now you're declaring yourself a prophet of a false god now.
No. For completeness, fuck Blooptool is on the record. The rest of it, no.
The hint that I've dropped in the D&D WhatsApp chat, which is the only hint we will give Ollie towards any of what's occurred, was my message to Alex just before I dropped the water into his mouth.
Gracious.
Looks like I said it, which is a bit more.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So not many uses of that resource left.
Yeah, but there's mushrooms everywhere, and you can grow mushrooms. You never know.
Not those mushrooms.
You never know. I could dry it out and turn it into seed, plant it in places. I've got plans. I've got a book about mushrooms.
Do it.
You plan to start a plantation,
but you can dry them out, and you can grind them up and turn them into powder, and powder lasts forever. So
I mean, you've got a book that says something you can do with powdered mushroom.
It does
suggest that things that you do with it things that you do with it will change drastically what it does.
Yep.
Never underestimate how much stuff I have planned in the background. The sessions themselves, not a lot of planning, but all that kind of shit, so much planning.
I liked the bit where you brought out an extra iPad, and I was like, "Whoa, hang on! We've obviously hit a new level of whatever's going on here."
Oh yeah, this thing is amazing, remarkable. It's so good.
One of my guys has got that, and I'm like, every time he brings it out and starts drawing things, I'm like, I should get one of those things. He's like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So good.
Josh wanted one of those.
There's
No, I'm not sure. Just get an iPad. But...
about a third of the people at work have one.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Josh...
Okay, so it's a consultancy
Well,
work, I think.
no, I should caveat that above a certain grade.
Rich consultancy wanker.
Josh has just said he still wants one, so if anybody's got one going spare, let me know.
Rick will be upgrading to the remarkable 4 or whatever in a couple of weeks, so it'll be fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for
Right.
that, and I will see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Good.